Hey, Brad, what's that?
What's what?
That thing right in front of you, man.
Oh, you mean the script that's telling me to remind our listeners to subscribe to Geeklirious on iTunes or any platform of their choice?
Yeah, but wasn't there more?
Alright, let me take a look. Hey, there's a part where I tell the listeners to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter using our handle @Geeklirious.
Yeah, that's the best line I ever wrote.
Oh, crap. I deleted it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 42 of Geeklirious. My name is Brian Cambriello. His name is Mike Tessmacher.
Hey.
And today, we are breaking down our favorite fantasy castings for our personally picked video game movies.
Yeah, video game characters to movie characters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So pretty much like people who would probably never get cast as these people, but we think would make good casting decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that made sense.
Well,
I think it was good.
Once we start, you'll understand.
But first, as always, we like to give big ups to the guys down at Geeked Up Comics and Games, and located in North Massapequa, New York, which is currently monsooning, but that's okay.
It's crazy out there.
It was so wet. It's raining, but the guys at Geeked Up Comics and Games are still cool. And thank you again, as every week, for letting us record here, because you guys are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, go visit their store and buy your comics and your games.
Yeah, do that.
And your collectibles.
Yeah, do that.
And if you want to follow the guys at Geeklirious, obviously, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and obviously iTunes and Google Play.
Yeah, definitely. Subscribe to us there for the latest episodes of Geeklirious and the Geekly News. And
once in a while we'll do a Mike versus Brian, I feel like.
Yeah.
We'll throw that in every so often.
Every so often when we think of like a funny game.
You know, maybe we should do that instead of like a main episode once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Yeah, if we have like a fun idea with it and we don't really have like a main episode idea.
I want to do another one of those Ask Reddit episodes. That was a lot of fun last time.
That was fun.
That was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Before we dig into this whole mess of video game castings, Mike, how have you been doing? What you been geeking into?
Not a whole lot. I've been playing more of the stuff I've been playing, but also actually, Destiny 2 was free on PlayStation like a week or two ago, and I downloaded it. Yeah.
Is it still free?
I think it might be.
I gotta go download it.
Yeah. It's the full game, obviously not the expansion, because the expansion just came out.
We should start covering that in the Geekly News.
Yeah.
Whenever a PlayStation or Xbox free game comes out, we should
cover that down. Yeah,
that'd be good.
Yeah,
I'll write that down with my invisible pen on my paper.
What are the free games this month?
I don't know.
You don't even download your free PlayStation Plus
I'm
games.
so bad with it. I always forget.
Oh man!
But I got my $2 Baskin Robbins gift card from T-Mobile.
There you go.
There we
Priorities. So I was playing Destiny 2. I'm not a big Destiny fan. I played a little bit of the first one because I borrowed it from a friend. It was okay. The second one's a lot better, but still, still it's cool. Like the story's a lot better. Like it does a good job of jumping you right into like whatever's happening and stuff.
Okay.
The gameplay's fun, but I'm not much of a multiplayer guy, so this was pretty much just like, okay, something to play for a week or two before Spider-Man comes out, which it served its purpose. Nice. And I might play it, every here and there, possibly, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to download it.
Try if it's still free.
That's
it
cool.
Might be. Yeah. Other than that, what have I been doing? Not too much, really. Just that. Yeah. What about you?
It's been one of those weeks. Nothing too much. Labor Day, a couple barbecues. That was fun.
Yeah.
Alyssa and I, we watched both Clerks 1 and 2 back to back.
Nice.
Because that's Labor Day movie, right?
Yeah, sure.
The Working Man.
Mm-hmm.
I love those movies so much.
Yeah, great.
Yep, so I did that. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Okay. Still on that Kingdom Hearts wave.
Yeah, I'm finishing up all the games on that first disc. I have to pick up the second one still. I might not do that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've watched some gameplay from Dream Drop Distance and it doesn't look good at all. It just doesn't look good.
You don't have that one?
No, it's on a separate disc.
What?
Because they released the greatest hits on 2 separate discs.
My.
The first one had like most of it, and then the second one had like a little bit. I think the second one's cheaper though, so it's not like
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. But I'm playing Birth by Sleep, which is a prequel to Kingdom Hearts 1.
I heard that was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You play as 3 separate characters, and you kind of play through each one of their storylines individually, and then you see where like the other people were during, I guess, each other's storylines. Because they like you meet up with them, and they'll be like, "Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened to me," and then I guess I'm playing that at some point. But it's cool. It's not bad. It's not as fluid as Kingdom Hearts 2, but then again, it's also a PSP game, like originally. So. Actually, there's a lot of funny moments in it where you can tell that the PSP wasn't as evolved as the PlayStation 2 was, because there's like a scene where you go to Cinderella's area, and then there's like, oh, the ball's in here, and then literally the ball is consistent of like 3 people,
Oh wow.
and nobody's dancing. It's just like people standing around and the prince and Cinderella are like dancing in the middle of this giant room, and like everyone's staring. Like there's like 3 people out like staring at them. It's like the wicked stepmom and the 2 stepsisters, and then like your character is like, oh cool,
What a party.
like what a like freaking bash over here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a rager.
Yeah.
They know how to party down here in the kingdom. Yeah, there's a couple parts like that, and there's another part where you go to Hercules area, and like there's like, oh, it's the tournament. It's like, and the fan, like, can't you hear the fans? They're cheering for you, and they show like just empty stands. And you just hear cheering, but there's nobody there. It's pretty bad, but I'm like the gameplay is fun, so I'm getting through it. But it's a little clunky, and the way the rooms are laid out reminds me a lot of Chain of Memories. I'm having bad flashbacks to Chain of Memories.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy going on. I cannot wait until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, because I want to play a decent Kingdom Hearts game again. It's like the scene from Clerks where Randall's like, I work in a shitty video store. I want to go to a good video store. I'm like, I'm playing a shitty Kingdom Hearts game. I want to play a good Kingdom Hearts game. And I'm still waiting for 3, so
yeah,
that comes out in January.
Are you sure?
If it doesn't, I'll be very upset. But then again, I can only imagine how the people who played this game back in the PlayStation era must feel.
Yeah.
And then this 8 years later or whatever it is.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, so let's jump right into this this casting stuff.
Yeah.
It should be fun. Okay, so if you want to follow along, I'm gonna try to put these pictures I made like side-by-side comparisons of each of these, and I'll try to throw a couple of those up on Instagram and maybe Twitter, Facebook, just so you guys can follow along, just in case you don't know the faces. And so these are people that we think as a duo would make fantastic casting decisions. So starting off right off the bat, we got Sebastian Stan playing Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Which it's a fantastic casting. They kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Especially like a young Snake. I think that this is really spot on.
Yeah, if they that's a really good that's a good one. I like that. I would like to see him come out into his own, because he's so much of a sidekick in the Marvel Universe. I would like to see him do his own thing,
Absolutely. For those of you who don't know, he plays Bucky Barnes, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier. What else was he in?
He's been in other things, I think, but not, like...
I feel like I saw him in something else recently. He was in, like a movie that had nothing to do with, like, Marvel. It was just, like, completely off the grid. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, he's one of those guys I haven't really... As far as I know, I haven't really seen him in anything
I don't think I have
Marvel
either.
that I can recall. Like, I saw Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. He was in that Netflix movie. In the Name of the King or something like that. Where he comes from Africa because, like, his brother was murdered or something. He's trying to get revenge and stuff. It's pretty decent.
It does sound a bit like Black Panther.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe. So, what else? Oh, so one of my favorites that I found was Charlie Hunnam as Simon Belmont. Thank you. I got it.
Yeah.
There we go. Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. He was also in Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
So, and King Arthur. Big muscular dude, blonde hair. I think totally fits the look of Simon Belmont from Castlevania.
Yeah, even though everything he's done outside of Sons of Anarchy has been pretty crap.
Except for Pacific Rim. Don't you dare knock my Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, but he wasn't good in it.
What are you talking about? He was fine.
Okay, he was fine, but, like... Yeah, I don't know. He didn't really give a great
I'm Mike. I'm picky about Charlie Hunnam's performances.
No, because it's like... He was awesome as Jax Teller, and it's just weird going from that bad boy biker type role to a mech warrior.
That's true. Did you hear anything about King Arthur? Was that good?
No, I've heard bad things about that.
Well,
but I have not seen it myself, so I couldn't say.
That does kind of suck.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. But yeah, good casting though.
It is, especially like I think acting wise, and I think playing like an action hero would be pretty dope, like Charlie Hunnam taking on Dracula.
And he's British.
Yeah.
So it works.
It does work.
Even though all the actors are British now.
Alright, so this is one that you came up with. This is going to be Jennifer Lawrence as Aloy from... What's the name of the game?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't played this yet. I gotta play it. So it's on my list of games to play.
Yeah, I think you would like it.
I probably would. It seems like the kind of thing I would get into.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so, who better than Jennifer Lawrence to play the bow-wielding, badass, you know?
Bow-wielding, spear-wielding, robot dinosaur killing.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen her be
Aloy.
We've seen her be the most badass, in the Hunger Games. You know, she was Mystique. So she's played action roles before. She was also in that movie, what was it? The one she was like a spy or something, wasn't she?
Oh,
like wasn't it called like Red Eye or something?
Red Sparrow?
Red Sparrow? I think that was it, yeah.
Yeah.
So she has her fair share of like action movies underneath her belt. She looks a bit like the character too, just dye the hair red, you know?
Yeah, you give her like that red, semi-dreadlocky, you know, hair, and some tribal outfits. Like, that's her to a T.
How old is Aloy in the game? She looks fairly young.
I think she's in her late teens.
I know you didn't see I know you didn't see Solo yet, but there's an actress from Solo. I feel like that would fit this part pretty well too. But she's a bit on the younger side. She's like 14, 15.
Well, I feel like maybe she could be, because like in the game, without giving too much, like it starts off with her as like a young kid.
Okay.
Like just through like the prologue, and maybe you see some of that.
Okay. That could be good.
Yeah, I really love Horizon Zero Dawn, and I think Jennifer Lawrence would really fit that perfectly. And she's a good actress, and I feel like lately her work, like the movies she's been in, has not represented like what she could do, and I would really like to see her in something good.
I agree. That sounds good. Okay, so a couple weeks back, we covered the possibility of Dave Bautista playing another famous video game character.
Mm-hmm.
Who did we say he would play again?
The guy from Gears of War.
Gears of War, yes. Marcus Phoenix. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
But I think we would personally rather see him as Kratos from God of War.
Yeah. Well, me, it works just because I'm not a Gears fan. So when I think of Drax and not Drax, I'm calling him Drax.
Dave
but
Bautista?
like when he's in that Drax makeup and stuff, all that makeup, like it would suit him perfectly to be in Kratos. He's used to all that makeup.
Yeah.
And being buff. And
I mean, heck, the makeup is even similar to the skin tone, the skin tone of Kratos, you know?
Yeah.
So like that gray kind of thing going on. All you need to do is grow that soul patch out, get some red paint on the face and the shoulder.
Just that red,
like that maroon.
He could even do the beard. Like
get that goatee thing going.
Yeah,
but he used to have one of those goatees too, so he can grow that back.
Like he could, if they're doing like God of War now, like in the new one, the Norse mythology, like that would be perfect for him. And much like Jennifer Lawrence, I feel like it's away from the other stuff that the franchises, and like really get one with him where he's the star. I really feel like he could really break out and do something cool.
Yeah, wasn't he in that movie Hotel Artemis? I wanted to see that, but I didn't hear if it was good or bad.
That I'm not sure about.
He looked older in that movie, though. I think they specifically made him look a bit older, like he was grayed.
Wasn't he in, or was he going to be in the Mission Impossible movie? Or, no, James Bond? Was he a villain in that or something?
Possibly. That's ringing a bell. I feel like I know he was in the Man with the Iron Fists.
Yeah, he was in
Iron
that.
Fist or whatever.
He's been in a few things, and I've liked him in most of everything.
He's good. He's growing as an actor.
Yeah, definitely. Even with the sort of minor role he gets in Avengers and Guardians, like he's such a standout.
He does.
Character,
he really does steal the show.
And I could totally see him doing that gritty Kratos, come here, boy, and doing all that stuff. That would be. I think
he'd be perfect for that role.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, one of my favorite castings I've found: Robert Downey Jr. as Gordon Freeman from Half-Life.
Yeah, this was one when you were telling me, I was like, yeah, that's dead on.
Spot on.
Gordon Freeman. I love Half-Life. I haven't played Half-Life in years. I should get back on that.
Yeah, I remember playing it on the Orange Box.
I remember playing it before the Orange Box.
Because I never had a PC that could run it, so I had to wait until it came out on Xbox.
Yeah. Very fond memories. But yeah, Downey as Freeman, like, you get that, the seriousness, and like, he pulls off the smart thing with Tony Stark anyways, so it's like, it makes sense, and I would like to see a Half-Life movie with him, and him doing, not just, like, showing his range in a lot of things. We know Downey can act. He's been in a lot of great movies, a lot of funny movies, so he can do everything, and I feel like that would be perfect for maybe a sci-fi suspense, almost horror-esque Half-Life movie.
Yeah.
Gordon Freeman. Oh man, yeah. Give him some glasses, a lab coat, and he's good.
There you go.
Shooting the crab heads or whatever.
Spot on.
Yeah.
He's definitely he's very ranged, and he can definitely pull off the. Obviously, I know he's like silent. He's silent in the games, right? Doesn't speak.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, you don't have to.
You don't have to be that.
Obviously.
I'm about to say he would make a good.
Quiet.
Yeah, no, he's got such good. Such a good a cadence when he talks. He's got like a great like fast talking.
Yeah. Kind
of.
And now he's like a name, so it's like if people see Half-Life, they don't even know what Half-Life is, because who the F knows Half-Life anymore? Yeah. Like, obviously the fans will, and who doesn't like Robert Downey Jr.? Even if you don't like Marvel or stuff, you like Downey. So, yeah, that's just perfect. If you don't like Half-Life, but you like Downey, if you like Half-Life, but don't like the Marvel stuff, like, I really feel like that's a super perfect fit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, moving on. So, I think Brie Larson would make a fantastic Samus Aran.
Yeah, absolutely. This was another really good one. We've seen her do other action stuff. We're still waiting for Captain Marvel, obviously, but with all the space stuff and sci-fi, I feel like she would fit right in with that.
Like a glove.
I'm not a huge Metroid fan. Obviously, because I didn't have a Super Nintendo or anything. Like, I didn't really know about that stuff until much later. You poor unfortunate soul. Yeah.
Deprived child.
Yeah. But I'm a fan of Metroid. I always liked the aesthetics and the cool. I did play Prime on GameCube when my cousin had it.
That was the first one that I really got into Metroid.
Yeah.
And then I played the character a lot in Smash Brothers and I think Brie Larson would make a fantastic almost like you could do like a solo movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just her in space trying to, do space pirate stuff and fighting off Ridley, and it'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Make it like a very not small budget, but small in scope, where like she can be like one of the few characters in it. Have a couple flashbacks to her as training in like an academy, or
it's like a
cadet, maybe breaking away from that, wants to go solo.
Give it a whole
backstory.
I don't know the lore of Metroid. I don't.
Neither do I. I'm completely guessing on this.
Go into detail about that kind of stuff, but that's so awesome.
I'm just picturing her like taking off the helmet, her hair going,
rolling up in a ball and doing all that stuff.
That might be a little. I don't know.
That
might be a bit cheesy.
No, I mean, no, they could. I mean, if they like overused it, but I could see like them doing something like that. I don't know.
They should just do the plot from Prime, where like she crash lands and then has to find all of her individual little powers over. Spend like 45 minutes of the movie here's my bowl ability.
Yeah, I forgot how to roll into a ball. Now I just learned that. Okay.
I remembered. Let me step into this portal.
That'd be awesome. I would love to see her just shooting aliens. I mean, that sounds awesome.
Alright, so I'm going to let you take the lead on this one, because you're more familiar. Infamous.
Yes. Cole McGrath from Infamous. It's a shame we haven't gotten any Infamous games, but lately. But I could see Jason Statham play. I mean, he's Australian.
You say Statham?
Statham. I say Statham.
Statham is funny.
Yeah.
Because now I'm picturing like Jason Statham like entering his prized pig into the blue, into the fair, getting that blue ribbon. And then like they kill him and make him into a ham. He's the state ham.
Yeah, he's the state ham. And honey roasted.
He's like crying as he's eating. He's like, "Oh, it's so good, but killed Porky."
Poor babe.
Poor babe. You ever see That Thing You Do, the movie?
Of course.
There's that part where the guy's like, "Oh," he's interviewing him about the band. He's like, "Oh no, I'm not with the band. I've got a pig over there at the livestock pavilion. We're gonna win that blue ribbon." I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
Doing that thing you do. Alright, continue.
Yeah, let's not sing. Alright, he's Australian, so maybe that wouldn't work. So, you came up with the guy, Wentworth Miller?
Yeah, wow!
I remember.
Look at that. From Prison Break and from Flash.
Yeah.
Yep.
You showed me a picture of him, and I'm like, you know what, that could work. He is a good actor from Prison Break?
Prison Break, and he's great in Flash, too.
Yeah. So, that. I like that. That would be really good. And also, I could see Ryan Reynolds doing the voice of Earthworm Jim, if they did, like, an animated one.
There you go.
That would be kind of fun. Even though Ryan Reynolds is doing Pikachu.
That's so random. I cannot wait for that movie, just because I know it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, just have Detective Earthworm Jim.
I should mold those movies. That'd be fantastic. Alright, and then last but not least, we've got Ezra Miller from Flash and Fantastic Beasts playing Dante from Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I pulled up a picture here. I'm looking at it right now. He's just chilling in a leather jacket with his swooshed hair.
Yeah.
Dude looks like Dante. Dude looks like Dante from Devil May Cry 4 with the black hair.
Yeah.
But if you want to go classic, freaking give him dye his hair white or
Yeah,
gray
because in
or
this
whatever.
picture, he has like it's only like a face picture, but he's wearing like a leather coat. We want to assume it's a red trench coat, just for
we're seeing upper body. We're imagining lower body. That didn't sound right. I want to see nice. Ezra Miller's lower body.
Yeah. I could just see him, fighting around the pool table and hitting monsters with what was that in the opening scene of DMC3?
Yeah, with the jukebox.
Where he's holding the pizza and fighting demons.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's fantastic. Like, sliding across on like a bar stool or something.
Yeah, doing so. Oh man, that'd be freaking awesome.
I love that opening cutscene so much.
Really good.
That game is fantastic too. Devil May Cry 3. That might be my favorite of the Devil May Cry series.
I mean, 1 just holds a special place because that was the first one.
Yeah.
And I was super...
They're all good.
And I was actually good at that game. And then 3 was
3 is so difficult.
So many different fighting styles you could do. And like different... they did like crazy stuff. And then the second one is the Black Sheep where no one likes that one.
Oh.
Really disappointed that move of that game pissed me off.
For DMC2.
Yeah. Not very good. Yeah. That was what we could think of, at least. There's, like, so many more. We'll probably have to do a part 2 of this eventually.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's tons of other famous cartoon characters that I feel like video game characters that would be, like, more voice actor, driven. So we might even do that. Like, you mentioned Earthworm Jim, but there's Master Cheif is, pretty much in his suit the whole time, actors who would be good as the voice and then as a face character, too.
Yeah, like Ryan Reynolds as Earthworm Jim.
Ryan Reynolds. If Ryan Reynolds doesn't play Earthworm Jim in the Earthworm Jim movie that may or may not be in production, but probably not, that would be really sad.
They need to bring him back.
Bring back Earthworm Jim. We're going to start a hashtag.
Yeah,
everybody.
Bring the games back, too. Those games... I mean, I know they came out with that remaster on PS3.
Remastered again for PS4.
Yeah, but that game's really hard.
Oh my god, yeah, they are. I always got stuck at the submarine level.
Dude, the submarine... what was the one after that where you're like...
I don't know, I never beat the submarine level.
There was this one where you're like... You have to, like... fling yourself from snot thing to snot thing, and it's like... That game is really hard. I don't think I ever beat that. And then fighting that little dog that turns into the monster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting that name.
You got me.
He was like the side character. He was like a nice little puppy person, and then like he would like Hulk out.
Yeah.
And you fought him as a villain, and it was super freaking just
difficult,
frustrating, and difficult. And yeah, that made me lose probably life. I probably lost some life essence after playing that game so many times.
I think that's called brain cells, Mike.
Yeah, but I definitely lost like a few days off my life playing that game.
It's like smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Every cigarette you smoke.
Yep, those Newport Earthworm Jims.
Alright, guys. Let us know. Who do you think would be a fantastic casting decision for your favorite video game character?
Yeah, and also, did you like Henry Cavill as Geralt?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Start a conversation on Facebook or wherever, and we'll talk.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like we said earlier, you can, holler at us at Geeklirious at
Holla at your boys!
Yes, and also iTunes, if you can give us that 5-star
absolutely
rating, it really helps us get seen, and because people don't want to click on a 1-star or 2-star show.
We have a bunch of 5-star ratings.
We do.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Thanks to everyone
keep it up.
Who's supported us and stuff over the many years.
It's almost coming up on 1 year, believe it or not. Almost.
We're going to have to do something fun for that.
Definitely.
Stay tuned for that. Let us know if you guys have any suggestions,
ideas,
comments, whatever.
Comments, concerns.
Holler at us.
Holla at you, boys. Alright, that does it for Geeklirious episode 42. We'll see you next Friday for another episode of the Geekly News.
Yeah, bye.
Take care, guys.